There's no more. I'm showing 0 in here, but hello, Parisian Millionaire. Hello, Valerie B. Hello, Donna. I just got your transfer, and I'm going to look at your question. I'm going to put a smudge up first. Yes, you did. I received it. Thank you. I just have to bring the question itself up, but I have to do my smudge first, and we'll dive right into you, Donna. No problem at all. No problem at all. Of course, in the meantime, it's logged me right out. Bear with me. There we go. A general. Alrighty, Donna. Just let me get the smudge up. Get everything feeling good, smelling good, good enough to eat. I've got my floor fan from my bedroom. I've got it, brought it out. We've had, with the Humidex today, it was 86 here. Humidity. It was like it's like we went to bed and turned all the heat on in the house. That's what I woke up to. It was horrible. Trying to do housework. I got some housework done. A little bit of dusting. The dishes all done and put away. And I did all the laundry today of all days, but it had to be done. And it took me so long that I haven't swept yet. I haven't done my bathroom yet. I haven't done any of that stuff. I may have to shut that fan off. I don't know to do this smudge. Okay, but we got to do our smudge. We have to. Yeah, I'm going to have to shut it off. It doesn't even want to catch. Just a minute. There we go. Now we'll get it to go. Go like a house on fire, as they say. Give up a lot of thanks and gratitude for having this sage to begin with, which was gifted to me from 2 people, 2 viewers and 2 members. One was Coralie, and the other person went in on her with it. So, very, very fortunate for that. Fortunate for more than I'm not. I'm very pole. I'm a pole woman. I have nothing. But you know what? When I compare myself to other parts of the world, I'm wealthy. I might be hungry tomorrow, but there are other things I have that they don't have. So, okay. Where is my, you come here. I'll be glad when I get a new one. It's coming. I'm doing me first. Okay. And sharing with you guys. And now, I shall do our cards. Natalie, don't drop the damn new cards. Whatever you do, don't drop these cards. Boy, they're slippery. Okay. All right. And, yes, we'll do you guys too. Thank you very much, Spirit, for giving this tool all the other tools that are needed to conduct the reading with. My selenite, which keeps me grounded, fantastic, and my beautiful Lilith, which Spirit uses for communications. So it's like, you know, the master, creator, whatever you'd like to call him, the universe, uses another esoteric tool to a non-esoteric being to pass on messages. So there we go. I think we're done with that. Now, Donna, you're up first. Donna Spanier wants a general card. Let me see what I've missed in chat here. Let me see. I got to scroll. I've got 2 scroll bars. Okay. Nita. Hello, Nita. How you doing? Yeah, I just haven't been to get a cut or anything with the lockdowns and all of that. So, hi, Epiphany. London. How are you? Okay. It's a day of screw ups. Yeah, I did a really good one the night before last. I'll tell you about it in a minute. You know what? I'm beautiful, Mike. You know what this is? This was a man's t-shirt. You know how they wear white shirts under their dress shirts? The collar, the whole bit. My son lost a ton of weight and he's capped it off. And this was like 5 years ago. So he came in one day to visit and he goes, "Do you want these?" And I seen them. I'm like, "Yep, I'm going to cut the neck out of every one of them." And that's what it is. It's a rag. It's a house rag. Anyways, yes, I do have other white blouses, but too tight, too hot, too constricting with the humidity being here and it being 86 today. So, thank you, Lisbeth. Thank you. We always need that. We always need wealth and spirit and kindness and compassion in our heart, in our own spirits. We all need that. Hello, Mary Jane. Yes. Okay. We're just beginning. We're just beginning. All right. Thank you, Parisian. I'll look at it as soon as I'm finished here with Donna. And you see, Jennifer's going to be in after a bit. She's having some technical issues. Okay, and I'll say everyone says hi. Poor Jennifer. Oh my goodness. Oh, I gotta put my fan back on it. The air's too heavy, too still, too warm, too humid. Oh, there we go. That's a blessing and that's a richness to have a fan. I don't take my fans for granted. I lived many years without a fan. One day I was at a superstore, one of our major grocery stores, huge place. And I looked and I went, that can't be right. And they had a whole bunch of them all set up, you know, kind of like what Costco does, center of the store. And I'm going, this was a few years back. And I went, $25 for a floor fan? Are you kidding me? Is that all they are? And I've been suffering summer after summer. Now I'm never without one. That breaks down. I'm not even shy to say, can you go to, if you're going to town, pick me up a fan and then I'll send you the money when I have it. I'm not even shy to do that anymore. So, because it's, I'd be miserable without my fan. Completely, totally miserable. So, Jennifer says hi to everybody and she'll be here in a sec. That's what Jennifer says. So, thank you, Nita. Jennifer's going to be in to keep track of all you guys in a bit. I'm going to get up with Donna here and let's get caught up with Donna. Okay. I'm comfortable now. I'm getting there. I can feel my... Oh, I forgot to do one thing. I'm going to have to stop here and go do that. Okay. I have to. Because I don't think I did like I wanted to. Maybe I should wait a while. Okay. I'm still hurting from 3 weeks ago when I put my gardens in and had to clean them and weed them, and I'm still in pain. I'm still taking ibuprofen, which is really not doing much of anything. It's Tylenol ones that work the best for pain, that you don't need a doctor for. This is for Donna. Donna's looking for just a general card today. Spirit, if you can bring forth for Donna, if there's something coming her way, does she need to know about? Does she need a heads up? Does she need some lead? Does she need some direction? Does she just need to be in on something? Something maybe she doesn't know about that's yet to come for her. Let me go through them one more time here. So, there's Jennifer. So, I told them, I said, okay, Jennifer, poor Jennifer's having technical issues. And just to kind of pick you up, I said, everybody says hi, even though you guys didn't. I said that. She's like, hi to everybody back. Oh my goodness, but here we are. I couldn't get on my first try with YouTube. I got one of those errors again. I'm all sitting here relaxed, all ready to go. And I'm going, why won't the damn window load? Why won't the window load? And it's just going right. Next thing you know, error. Try again later. So I just shut her all down, started everything back up, and she kicked in. So Is Mercury part of our retrogrades right now? I don't think it is. Is it? It's too soon. What is there, like 4 a year? Usually, I think. I don't think. I know with everything going retro, I don't think Mercury is right now, but it would make sense, wouldn't it? It would really, truly make sense if it was. With everything going wrong, it just seems to, you know. I'm just freaking proud of myself that this is the hottest day of the year so far, and there I was doing laundry. Hottest day of the year. I don't have a clothesline. I don't want a clothesline. I'm going to cut right here, Donna. So I had the dryer going with the door shut. It must have been 150 degrees. Well, Donna, this is interesting. I pulled the Two of Cups for you. You know what that is? Represents partnership. Is what it represents. There's the prompt on the card. This partnership is probably between you and your husband. That's what I'm picking up on here. Yes, your husband. I was just told this is between you and your husband. It is Mercury? No way, Jennifer. Oh my goodness sakes. Wow. Wow. My goodness. No way, Donna. Okay, you're going to get through this. You know why? You know why I would say this? This card represents, most tarot readers see it this way. So does the Oceanic Tarot book. That this is a partnership. Chances are excellent, really good, like 99.9 out of 100. It's a partnership to last a lifetime. Wow. Isn't that something? You surprised? I'm not, I'm glad it's got to do, because I felt that right off. This is her and her husband. It's not anybody at work. It's not a relative. It's not a child. And I knew, I heard it as strong as could be. This is Donna's husband. But I didn't sense anything bad. I just knew that the partnership, what the card was representing was you and your husband. Like I said, it's about like-minded. Maybe these things you need to be reminded of, Donna. Not being rude or anything. We all need to be reminded. Doesn't mean we're wrong or we're slack or we're bad or any of those things, right? I wish I didn't have to wear these reading glasses for a change. I'd like to take them off, but if I do, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. I'd have to hold the book way the hell out to here. Okay, his life might be shortened. Oh, he's going. He's got you good and riled up then. You're riled. You're riled up. He's got you all worked up about something. These things happen. They really do. Here's the prompt on the card is partnership, and that, but it's because it's a cups representing hearts, love, and emotions. That's where it turns into you and hubby. This card is predicting love. It's predicting equality and a meeting of the hearts and the minds. This is going to benefit all of your relationships, from friendships to romance. It also reveals a commitment or a promise. This could be an engagement or a marriage or even an emotional investment. And I think that's what this is about. It's an emotional investment for you in something you're sharing with him. They call it a shared project. That can cover a lot of stuff. This is a healing card. Donna, Donna, Donna. This is a healing card. This isn't going to be long-lived. I feel this is something of a short duration. It's intense to you. You're really riled up. You're boiling. You're angry. You're just taking everything you have within you to restrain yourself from going with how you feel. Not trying to be funny or anything like that. But I understand your level of anger, that because it hit me. I understand it. I don't know what it's about, but I'm feeling what you're feeling, and I have been there in the past. I was a few times in my marriage before Eric died. A few times, I would be slack-jawed. What? What? Why would you do something like that? Just in, oh, my whole top of my head exploding, my heart racing, my blood pressure going up. I could feel myself changing color, you know. really riled. It's the angriest you ever made me, kind of a thing. And all the stuff that you've been through, you know? So, wow. But this is a healing card. Just remember that, all right? So, if your relationship has tested you recently, which is in the now for you, this card is revealing, hold on to this, Donna. It's revealing that all will be well. It's all going to be okay. You don't believe it right now, and in the moment you can't see how, but it will be. Trust that it will be. Trust your creator. Trust the universe, Donna. Everything is going to work out okay. You can expect someone close to you to show you their love. Know that they are trustworthy, and at this point you can depend on anything they say or do. You can. You can depend on it, and you can trust that they're going to carry through, follow through, even down to their opinions, the way they think. It's all going to change. The advice, you need to appreciate love, and you need to trust in your relationships. Appreciate love and trust. Blind trust, yes. Very much so, a blind trust for you, but trust blindly. Do that. All right? And be grateful for the love that is there between you. Your keywords, Donna, are soulmates and karma. Love, intimacy, connection, healing, and union. Okay, hold on one moment, my dear. I'm going to pull an oracle from the Mermaid's deck for you, Donna. All right? This is for Donna Spanier. She's one of our regulars. She's been around since beginning of time. And her question for tarot was a general card, but it revealed a current situation for her that's going on right now. And the card that came up nailed it. It just nailed it. So my cards are sticking. The humidity, eh? Wow. Wow. Okay, what's going on? What does Donna need to hear right now? It could be about anything. It doesn't have to be about her Two of Cups. It could be about anything. What's going to serve purpose and have the deepest, most meaningful impact for Donna Spanier right now? One more roll through. Get that out of my way. Get out of my way. One more roll through. Okay. And now I'm going to cut the deck. Here we go. Be interesting. Air. Breathing deep, entering into life, exchange of life-bringing energies. And here's, it looks like two females. It's not. It's a male and a female. They're heterosexuals, I can see. And it is card number 26. Let me see here, my dear. Let's see what we got. Oh, come on. Nothing is separating. It's so humid. 24, 25. Next page, 26. Close enough. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. Let's you look at the graphics here. You have the capacity to take nourishment and oxygen in far more deeply than you are allowing yourself to at present. It's time to introduce the idea of breathing far, far more deeply, and of holding the breath so that you can know when you are safe and traveling into areas where you have not been before. The ability to breathe deeply and to swim underwater will encourage you to believe in your own courage and potential and develop your lung capacity. Give yourself time in a place renowned for air that is pure, nourishing, and exhilarating. Smells, scents, sounds, all carried on air, enter into you. Drink in your life. Drink it in. Inhale it. Brace yourself, embrace it. Breathe deeply and fill yourself with the essence of life. So, there you go. And it meant something to you, obviously, right? Thank you so much, Donna. That was enjoyable. That was a pleasure. And now I'll see. Did you come back yet, Jennifer? There you are, Jen. Hold on, I'll get your list. One moment. I got kicked out and logged out again. I have to get the list and send it to Jennifer so she can keep all you guys pacified knowing where you're at in the list. Let me see. Okay. There. Let me see. Where am I? Here and here. There we go. And where are you, Jennifer? You're over here. Too many tabs open here. I gotta tell ya. Here we go. Okay. And paste. I hope I got the right one pasted into you, Jennifer, but here it comes. So the next person up is, it's Diane Filosky. Hi, Diane. How are you doing? Diane Filosky. A general card for Diane. Are you up front and center? Are you present? Diane. You're welcome, Donna. Where's Diane Filosky? Oh, I need to know that you're up front and center, guys, so that you're not missing the reading, and then you don't have to go looking for it and time stamping and all that other stuff. Ah, there you are. Okay, I'm going to pull a general card for you, my dear. Let's see. Nothing will go. Cigarettes won't burn. This is crazy. Now I've got a card stuck to the table. Just one moment. I washed this table down good today. I don't know what that gooey, something real gluey like on the table. It's got it under my nail. Oh well. Part of it's still stuck to the card. It's like a glue or something. Okay. General card, please, for Diane. Could we have a general card for Diane, please? Could I have a general card for Diane, please? All right. I'm going to cut the deck right here, Diane. Oh. Well, Diane, what came up for you was the Fool. It's not a bad card. It's all about new beginnings. The only thing that would recognize or be compared to anything as the Fool is maybe be careful. Don't take things for granted. You know, if an opportunity or break is dropped at your feet or your door comes to you, don't take it for granted. That don't get an ego. Don't get a big head. Well, I'm so great, they'll wait for me as long as it takes. Don't do that. Be extremely careful of where you step, where you walk. Watch your way of thinking. Don't let things go to your head so you become, messing around with vanity and conceit or anything like that. Be grateful for everything, every little thing that comes to you. Put thanks up to the universe and mean it when you say it as well. Okay? And the whole illustrations, the graphics on the card, is all about looking out for signs, being aware. If you pay attention, you make some smart moves and smart decisions, but don't walk blindly. As a fool would do, a fool would walk blindly. Take it for granted that it's okay to walk that way. It's okay to dive that way. It's okay to move that way. It's okay to go in this direction, that direction. It's okay to go with this decision, that decision. It's okay. It's okay. Taking it for granted. Not everything should be taken for granted. Part of you is, here's what I'm hearing for you, is you need to take a certain amount of responsibility, but the universe is working with you right now. It's doing things behind the scenes, but it keeps a tally on you as well, and what's going on inside your spirit, your heart, your energy, your head. And you have to assume a position of responsibility. That is going to be expected of you with the Fool. In the graphics here, he takes his signs and cues from nature and everything around him. In the situation, it shows the dolphin in the background and himself, and they're jumping from the rocks. What's happened here is the Fool, we'll call him, has watched the dolphin and thought to himself, well, if it's safe for him, it's going to be safe for me. And that was a sign, and that was a signal. That was a little nudge from the universe to help out. Okay? Let me get out my generic meanings here. But the vague message for you is not taking anything for granted. If somebody says, we love you, we want you, but we need you here tomorrow, and they love me, they need me, and the tomorrow part just kind of withered off somewhere. And then you realize, well, I'm busy tomorrow. Oh, they love me, they'll wait for me. No, 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 don't do that. Don't think that way. Okay? Don't think that way. Where am I? Wrong book to start with. The Fool, the only card in the whole 78 tarot cards that has no number. All right, there is no number assigned with the Fool. So, you're on the brink of a brand new path in life, and a wonderful opportunity awaits you. Now is the time to follow your destiny, be it in work and in relationships. Before you follow your heart's desire, you need to pay attention to two things. Be practical, and check that your dream is tangible and realistic. And listen good and hard to your intuition, which, very much like the dolphin, your intuition will guide you safely forward. Keep the focus on your goals rather than be distracted by others' opinions and their needs. This is your time to reinvent yourself, and there's a bright future ahead and a very exciting new territory for you. The Fool can also show a physical journey over land or sea. The advice, look before you leap. That's where your responsibilities fall. Make sure you know what it is that you're getting involved in, what you're moving into. Be responsible. But if you like what it is that you see, and your intuition isn't screaming up a storm, isn't singing up any operas, everything feels nice and smooth and balanced within yourself, you like what you see, then you go ahead, you dive right in. You dive right in. Your keywords are risk and innocence, departure, new pathway, discovery, journeys, and starting over. Beautiful card for you. Beautiful card for you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you so much, Parisian. Thank you. Let me see here. Okay, after Diane. Oh, where's Anita? This is Nita. Okay, no problem at all. Thank you, Nita, for your very generous donation. It's very kind of you. Very, very kind. Okay. Where's my Nita? There you are. You just like, boom, I don't know I said it. There you are. So we're at least on the same wavelength as far as internet speed goes. That's great. Okay, so Nita's asking what's in store for her, but especially for the month of July, what's coming at her. What's the most important direction she should take? Is there an important decision to make? Things like this, Spirit, if you could bring forth for Resanita to prepare her for July, or even if something's coming between today and tomorrow, we'll put it that way, right? Okay. Tomorrow's big holiday here in Canada. It's Canada's birthday tomorrow. So, big holidays everywhere. Kind of odd though. No fireworks anywhere. They won't set off fireworks because they can't control the social distancing. You have thousands of people turn out, not even the city here. Outside where I live, where I grew up in the city, not having any because they can't control people and where they want them. And there's thousands upon that. As it is in a good night when people turn out for fireworks in St. John, it's, well, what you're like, you're standing like this in a crowd, everybody's squished straight in. So, what's going on for Nita, though? What's coming up in July? Please and thank you, Spirit, for bringing forth anything that Resanita needs to know. Cut right here, I certainly will. This is where we go. This is where we find the golden clue. You got the King of Wands. He's all about practicality, Nita. He's all about practicality. The King of practicality. He's a man that's very orderly. He's very grounded. Sometimes it's a real person, and sometimes it's an energy. So, let's see here. He's the very last one in this book. Very last item, the last page. The King is an action man. I'm having a hard time smoking this cigarette. Because he's a man of action, it makes him a very engaging companion and an inspiring leader as well. Remember what I said, this could be somebody you know, or this could be just pure energy that's in and around you and affecting you. Self-motivated. He is very entrepreneurial, so he works for himself, runs his own business. He's very dynamic, and he's very open-minded. You'll know what he's thinking because his feelings always show. Travel may be important to him now, and he is connected to many people with different backgrounds from his own. If you're really resonating with this card, the King is indicating that you should expect to find practical solutions to practical problems, and also to see to your network of friends and your professional contacts continue to grow. In other words, no matter what's going on in your life, always make time for the people that are already in your life. Don't forget about them. Keep up contact. Make an effort anyways, right? It works in your favor that way. The advice, you need to explore your passions, and you need to look to unconventional people in brand new places, whatever it is you're getting involved in. You'll be exploring your passion. Those passions could be, because wands represent fire, it could be representing art, creativity of any kind, giving of yourself. I seen both of your hands jut out in front of you like this, like you were going to do something. You're going to take something, move something, flip something. I'm not sure what it is that I'm seeing, but I just seen you do this. Both hands out in front of you. You're not picking up a child. That's not it. This is an item. This is a product. It's something big and square that you push with both hands, or you pick up like this. I'm not sure what that is. Wow. But keep in contact with your people. Don't let that go slack. Not for too long. But yes, you'll find yourself trying new things. People that you wouldn't normally turn to. People that wouldn't normally get your attention. People that you wouldn't normally really be interested in. It almost sounds like a certain kind of people, a group of some kind. Maybe it's their heritage, maybe it's who they are, maybe they're British. and maybe they're Italian, something like that. Um, but it's something that you wouldn't normally pay too much attention to. It's going to get your attention, and you're going to say, I'm going to explore that avenue. I'm going to try that. Something that you're going to try that you've never gone before. You're going to go somewhere where you're going to aim yourself in some direction, and you're telling yourself, I've never done this. I'm going to try and see what happens. I'm not sure really what that is. Your hairstyle, you're working with your hands. Oh my God. Isn't that funny? Well, if it's work related, you're going to be trying something brand new that you've never tried before, something different. Maybe it's specialty. Rosanita, I know you're probably Spanish or Mexican. I don't think you're black. And maybe you're going to get in and become specialized in doing black women's hair. They get so many gorgeous hairstyles these days. You know, they get all that braiding done, and it lasts for so long. Think maybe there's something in your life. You're planning on becoming a colorist, maybe, where you become an expert colorist for women, or something along these lines. Maybe you're thinking about maybe even working for yourself, if that's a possibility at all. So, but you're to explore different avenues, okay? And there's the reason why, if you're a hairdresser, you never want to lose contact with your contacts, your clients, people that are your customers. You never want to, you want to keep that up and keep in close contact, okay? When I was really young, I was only like 17, 18, I found this hairdresser. She did my hair perfectly. And I went back 6, 7, 8 weeks later, and she was gone. I said, can anybody give me that cut? And they were like, we don't know how. I've never seen it before. It's beautiful, but we don't know how. Nobody here knows how. I went to another hairdresser's, hoping that maybe she was, you know, she was just gone, and nobody would tell you. Hoping that you would still use their services in their salon, they wouldn't tell you where she went to. You know, and I never did see her again. I never had my hair done that way again. Pretty simple. Your keywords are energy, and your own personal energy, right? That you ride through every single day. There is a sense of creativity around you, and if you're a hairstylist, that goes with the job, being creative. There's a sense of power here. That's taking control of you in your life. There is wisdom. You learn as you go, and you cherish any new things that you learn, especially in your industry. Tricks of the trade. You hold them close and you learn something. You have to have some level of passion to be a hairstylist, and you have that. If you go to work for yourself, or you're even working, I know here, I don't know where you're at, but I do know that here in my neck of the woods, when you go into a hair salon, it could be there could be 20, you know, units, right? Chairs and workstations and stuff, but you rent that spot. The hairdresser has to pay the owner. They rent that spot, and then the owner takes so much out of what they make, and then they get to keep the rest. That's kind of thing. So, wonderful. You keep that relationship growing. All right, keep it growing so that they don't lose you and you don't lose them. That's important. But there's a sense of freedom and openness here. You're not feeling weighed down, underburdened. You're not being burdened. You're not being pushed down, weighed down, and oh, woe is me. Life is hard, and all the, you know, you're open. Your energy is wide open, and you find it exciting, knowing you have options. I just heard that you have options, and that's giving you a sense of freedom, a sense of open, being in the open, that anything can manifest, anything can unravel, unfold in your life, and that's a beautiful thing. Thank you very much, Nita. So nice having you here. As usual, Nita's another regular, and she's around more than enough, that's for sure. So the next person we have, I didn't look ahead to see. Thank you so much, Nita. Very kind of you. The next person we have is Valerie Burrick. Valerie Burrick. I've never heard that name before, so you must be new. Reconciliation is it's sincere with growth and healing. Okay. This is for Valerie Burrick. Are you here, Valerie? Up front and center, so you're... No, thank you, Nita. That's a good reading. That's a good reading. You're wide open. You're lifted. I mean, you've got... It's like you got the world laid out in front of you. It's beautiful. Hello, Valerie. Okay. All right. So Valerie wants to know, with a reconciliation, where was I? With reconciliation, if it is sincere, will there be growth and will there be healing? Valerie wants to know. Reconciliation, is it sincere with growth and healing? In order to reconcile differences with somebody else, there has to be growth, there has to be healing, or you're just running in one spot and you're not getting anywhere and wasting time when you're doing it. So reconciliation, is it sincere with growth and with healing? Okay, I'm going to cut the deck right here, Valerie. Whoa, that's interesting. Valerie, the card that I pulled for you is the Eight of Swords. Eights in tarot are all about changes in your life, an arm of your life. You know what I'm saying? It could be your work life. It could be friendship. It could be other relationships. It could be where you live. It could be, you know, all kinds of different things. But a change coming one way or another here. But with the change is coming restriction. Restriction goes with it. And it is swords. So, you all right, Bear? Are you okay, baby? Goodness sakes. He's hot too. It's been so hot for everybody today. Horrible hot. We're going to have a hot night. I hope it cools down a little bit. So with the Eight of Swords, let me see if I can anything can come through here for you off the get-go, right off the top. Sometimes this little heating pad for my teacups just doesn't cut it. Here's what I'm hearing. In order to make a reconciliation work, both people have to abide by the new rules. New rules, that's what I'm hearing. Both sides, it's equal, it's balanced. You both have to agree and abide by the new rules. The new rules between you and somebody else can feel somewhat restricting. But you know what? Here's in your face truth. If you want this to continue and you want it to continue to grow into a long-term thing, you have to meet, you have to do the restrictions or it's not going to work for either side. That's what's coming in here. Okay? And you know what? You're both going to be in agreement. You and the other person are going to be in complete agreement. Okay, I won't do this anymore if you don't do that anymore. And I'll give up this, but you have to give up that. And that's kind of the atmosphere of what's going on. So, Now you got to hold on to your questions there, Paola. Okay, hold on to your questions until your name is called. When your name is called, then you can put your question in. So this 8 for you, Valerie, is seeing you on the brink of this change as you realize that the way you're being restricted by your circumstances, this could be at work, it could be in a relationship or a project. This card often shows a relationship is on lockdown because one of you is not free to make a commitment. Another meaning is being bound by too much responsibility. The advice: you need to get practical and see that you are in control of your own future regardless of what others may think. You can free yourself by being less tolerant to the demands of others. And your keywords are separation, fear, burdens, a lack of vision, feeling stuck, responsibility, and change. And that is the generic meaning of the card. So, Paola, you're lagging. You should go out. Anybody that thinks they're lagging, leave the chat and then come back in, and you should be caught up and up to speed with everybody else. So that's what's going on here. You both need to meet in the middle. That's what's going on, Valerie. You have to meet in the middle with somebody else, or it's not going to work. And you both have to stand behind everything that you say in honesty and in truth. If you don't meet in the middle, it's not going to work. So there is sincerity and love and growth if you're both as committed as the other. You need to be committed to the agreements that you're setting for yourselves. So, is he... Okay, that's 2 questions, and it holds the next person up. But I'm going to very quickly ask Lilith, okay? Hold on. Very quickly. That's why we only do 1 donation at a time, 1 question at a time. There's people waiting behind you. So now somebody, whoever was next, got to wait a little longer. All right. So Valerie's asking the other party, the male that she's referring to, is he willing to meet with her to discuss a reconciliation between the two? The answer is yes. The answer is yes, Valerie. He will be willing to meet with you. Okay? So, no, I don't do that. I can wait stuff because you know what? You'll be forgotten about down the road. Into the readings, you'll be forgotten about and probably end up shutting it off before you even, you know. So anyways, but thank you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you so much, and you're very generous as well. I thank you for that as well. The next person that we're looking at, but go ahead and try, just know within yourself, Valerie, that you are going to be able to meet the demands or meet the restrictions, and you may feel that, and if you can't, you really have to rethink everything and what you're getting involved in. But you both are going to have to bend in the middle. You're going to have to meet in the middle. What's going to happen here remains to be seen. So, the next person is Carmen Ikuria. Hi, Carmen. Are you up front and center? Do you hear me? Well, thank you, Valerie, for making the attempt. I hope that we reached a common ground with you and you got what you needed out of it. So, there's a lot of language barriers. This is an international group, so we're all over the world. And we have language barriers. Sometimes we try to work through them. We try our best. We really do. So, what's your PayPal name, Jean? What's your PayPal name? Because I don't see a Jean Barnett. I don't see a Jean Barnett on the list. So if you're here, then your name is under something else. Are you Carmen Acure? Curia? Sorry about the pronunciation. I can see that that's what it is. I've seen your email, so. Jean wants to know if I will move one day from this apartment to buy or to rent. Okay, here we go. Is Carmen going to get to move one day into a new place? Will they be able to buy an apartment or even rent a place? Is this going to happen for Carmen? Will Carmen be able to move one day? It's really a question for Lilith. It's a yes or a no. But we'll pull a card to see what comes up for you, is what we'll do. How you doing, Jennifer? You hanging all right? You chilling or what? Just checking on you, Jen, that's all. Just checking on you. Okay, will Carmen be able to move away from where she's at and either buy or rent an apartment? Okay, just checking to see you're all right. That's all. Not whether you're here or not, but whether you're okay. I don't know why, but I just did. Carmen, you got the Knight of Wands. The Knight represents a lot of activity going on for you. All kinds of activity with this beautiful card. Card of high activity. A lot of stuff going on here. This is fantastic, really. So with the Knight here, there won't be any more waiting around when the Knight arrives in your reading. Every aspect of your life is going to receive a sudden energy boost. Expect a lot of emails and messages and phone calls and decisions and offers and even opportunities. You can now make progress professionally. You can make progress at home and in your relationships. Personal projects benefit from this dynamic influence too. Additional meaning of the card is travel and moving house. You're going to be leaving where you're at and you're going to be moving your home. You're going to find that you're going to be able to move very, very quickly as well. The advice of the card for you, Carmen, choose which people, which situations, or projects that are going to benefit most from all the effort and all the work and all the attention you put into something. You go with the one, put all your effort and energy into something that's going to give you a big payback or really move you along faster. That could work for you. But stay grounded, be realistic. In other words, not literally ground on the ground, but stay grounded, meaning stand on your feet, deal with reality, face reality. This way, you'll end up making some really great steps forward towards the success that you're looking for here. Your keywords: energy, movement, passion, focus, balance, communication, and relationships. Carmen, you're moving, my dear. I felt the heat coming off this card, and this card had your name, in essence, written all over it to tell you, yes, you are definitely going to be moving house. And you're going to move. The move is going to be quick, faster than what you think, maybe sooner than what you think, and way easier than what you thought it was going to be. It's going to go well for you. It'll work in your favor. The next person is Paola Bultian. Paola. Pao. Hi, Cora. How you doing? It's all working in your favor, Carmen. No problem. Paola. Ah, there you are. Will my Virgo and I reconcile? Will your Virgo and you reconcile? Okay. This is for Paola, and she's wondering if her and her Virgo are going to reconcile. I'll get you an answer here, Paola. You hold on a moment. Give these a really, really good shuffle. Well, the sun came out, we have blue skies, now we're clouded over again, which means that the temperatures and the humidity is getting locked in again. Oh, it's going to be a long, hot night. I'll be tired tomorrow. Okay. Are Paola and her Virgo going to get back together? Are they going to reconcile? Will they join together once again as one and unite? One more. One more. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck right here. Will Paola and her Virgo reconcile? Paola. Oh. What came up for you, Paola? Is a Ten of Swords. All tens in tarot are about endings of some sort, some kind. When it comes up under swords, it's not usually the way you want things to be. So, it doesn't look good, Paola, for reconciliation at this time. It doesn't look good. Not when we've got the 10 under swords. This card represents endings. But all 10s represent endings. But getting the 10 where it has endings written right on, it's like a double whammy ending kind of a thing. A bit of a blow, a little hard to take, maybe a lot hard to take. I'm sorry about this. See, tarot and spirit would feel like they're saving you some time by being upfront and blunt and direct with an answer. So, you know, jeez. Right off the get-go, I have to say, no, you're not going to reconcile because of this card. But in saying that, let me say something to you. In saying that, there's nothing written in stone here with tarot. This is as things stand in this moment. The answer is no. There could be a happening a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, where the no changes and starts to waver a bit. Things have changed. Things are happening. Do you know what I mean? Because most things in life are not stagnant. You're not stuck in one area. You're not stuck in one decision. You're not closed in. There's still a freedom of change and of choice as well. But right now in this moment, unless there's a big change, a change of heart, a change of mind, a change of impressions, the answer is no, you're not going to if things don't change. The 10 is the final number card on the card of the swords. It's the summing up. It's adding everything up and getting an equation, basically. Usually represents an ending, usually involving some degree of drama. This can come as a shock or as a relief. As you see the situation or the relationship for what it is or what it was, it cannot develop and grow at this point. You've got to hear that loud and clear, Paola. At this point, and I've already told you that without any changes right here in the here, in the now, there's no growth, there's no change, there's no nothing. It's stagnant. It's not going anywhere. Oh hum. Boring relationship, no excitement, no changes, no growth, no nothing. Pretty gray. Pretty gray if you had to pin a color to it. However unwanted this card may be when it arrives in your reading, it does tell the truth. It helps you to see what you need to release. The advice, walk away, let it go. Focus on your present rather than dwell on the past, because you'll waste a lot more of your life. You will than you already have. Keywords: completion, release, drama, transformation, victimhood, truth, and shock. So there you are. There you are, there you are, there you are. Right now, and the reason I think that I'm seeing and feeling that, and even the card had said, right now that things are not good. But I believe there's a possibility coming that if all the cards are laid properly in your life, there could be a small area to just shimmy in a bit of a change. And that little dot of change could snowball into something bigger, which could at least get you talking again, and maybe it will lead to reconciliation. But until these problems that led you into this place are fixed, you need to acknowledge that the relationship, you both need to acknowledge the relationship wasn't growing, wasn't going anywhere at all. So, and you really like each other though, just the same, but what can you do to make these changes? And that's where you put your heads together and you talk, is basically what you do. So thank you so much for your question. I hope you were happy with your, well, you're not happy with your answer, but always leave yourself open to the possibility of change is the wisest advice that can be given to you, Paola. So, okay, we've just gone through the whole list, so we are, once again, we are open. Open. So, Jennifer, you got any questions? We'll fill it in. You're welcome, Paola, and I'm very, very sorry. But you know what? Don't give up completely. If you say, no, I'm not going to let this go. I've invested too much of my life and myself and my time. And I know that we really like each other. We really do. At the bottom of everything, we enjoy it. We like each other, but we've gotten maybe too busy with work, too busy with other people, too busy, too involved, too distracted. And you may have to set some ground rules for each other. It can still happen for you. There's always that possibility. So, Jennifer, Earth calling Jennifer. Jennifer gets a reading every once in a blue moon. That's why I'm calling for her. What's today? Let's say from now, I don't know. We've already pulled a card, didn't we? But where did it begin? Where did it end, Jennifer? I think Jennifer's juggling too many things tonight. She's busy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So sorry. Where are my cigarettes? Maybe I can just sit back and enjoy one for a minute. So yeah, I was about to tell the first ones that came in, if you guys are still all here. I'm talking about screwing things up, the way the energies are. There's a lot of mistakes, a lot of screw-ups. I did something in a private reading that's never happened before. OMG. I was so mad about it. Oh my God, I was so mad at myself. I did this private reading. It was a woman got a reading here, and in the last mini readings, and I did a mini reading for her here. And immediately afterward, she sent me an email saying, I want a full private reading with you. So I sent her out all the information, and she ended up getting a Celtic cross. She only waited till the second day, and I got her right in and got her done, and I was very happy about it. Do you know what happened? Oh my God. I don't know how it happened. I guess I can say these names because I'm not giving anything away, because these are very common Middle of the road names are common. You hear these everywhere. I didn't mix her up with anybody because this was the woman I had her on my mind. I had her question on my mind and everything going on in her life. And I won't say which was which. One was named Linda, one was named Lori. The one named Linda was nobody. Absolutely nobody. Doesn't exist. Right? We'll say the other one was named Lori. Okay. Thank you, Lulu. I'll look in just 1 second. And anyways, and I don't know what happened. But, you know, when I started a reading, I said, this is for you, Lori, blah, 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 and you live at blah, blah, blah. You were born in, you currently live in, here's your birth date. And I must have been right the hell out of her. I finished her reading, called her by name, addressed the whole reading to her, and instead of saying the person's name, the other name went in place. And through the reading, I kept calling her by the other name. And I didn't realize it until I said, oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what did I do? What did I do? They're probably going to demand a new reading. The whole, they're going to be mad. But this lady did not react in that way, shape, or form. I keep hearing something, like something chewing. Just looking to see, make sure there's nothing on my deck into my flowers. But she had a really good sense of humor. She said, I've been called a hell of a lot worse in my life. I'm very happy with the reading and everything made sense. I know who this person is you were talking of. I know who that person is, kind of a thing. So, you know, it was what it was, right? Okay. All right, let me see. Go back into the list. Okay. Lulu, are you Adele? Are you Adele, Lulu? Lulu, are you Adele? I think Lulu is lagging very badly. I hate that when that happens. Yeah, because I don't see Lulu anywhere through her PayPal. Okie dokie. Okay, good. All right. Lulu says, I've noticed people around me becoming colder, and now I am. What is causing it, or how can I become loving again? It's an interesting question. Who knows what's going to turn up? Okay. But it's a noble question. Just the same, you're wanting to be a good person, you know? You want to be a loving, compassionate person. And to care about the fellow human beings, your brothers and sisters in the world. And that's a noble thing. Oh, it's raining. That's what I'm hearing. Oh, good. Rain some more. So Lulu is stating she's noticed that the world's becoming cold around her. People are cold and distant. People becoming indifferent. And she finds that it's rubbed off on her, and she's being the same way, and she's not comfortable with that and doesn't want to be that. So what have you to say, Spirit? What have you to say, Spirit? Okay, I'm going to cut the deck right here, Lulu, just to see what's going to come up here, eh? The Nine of Pentacles. Gratitude. This is a very good card. Very good. Nines, anything that the nines bring forth, anything it attains to, refers to, is always over the top or very intense. The good thing with this card, it's a card of gratitude. It's a card of the Pentacles, which I just adore the Pentacles all the way. And it's a 9. So this is your card here. Okay. I don't know if it's going to make sense to you or not, Lulu, but it's the truth. If you pretend even to be happy, eventually that wears into you and it wears onto you. You become somebody that's very happy. Hi, Catherine. How you doing? Welcome back. If you make it a daily practice to practice gratitude, gratitude is a good thing. Gratitude is happiness. Gratitude is acceptance. Gratitude is very accepting. Gratitude is thankfulness. It's opportunities that come to you that you're grateful for. Gratitude is a lot. Gratitude leads to only good things, even how you're feeling. You need to practice daily gratitude in order to wash this cold feeling away from yourself. That's going to be huge for you, all right? Now is the time you need to treat yourself to some leisure and some luxury. You could be furnishing your home. You could be tending your garden, should you have one. But you could be indulging in your favorite pursuits as well, or otherwise spending on yourself, as you'll be feeling very rich in both time and in money. You love your home. You love where you live. So you may even want to redecorate, rearrange. You may want to bake and invite others over to share your relaxed and comfortable new space. The advice: devote time and money to your interest and to your home. You can be the center of your world and you can appreciate all the good things in life right now. Keywords are luxury and leisure, relaxation, home, abundance, independence, generosity. So in order to become a better person, because other people, society's basically been rubbing off on you in the wrong way. You don't have to be the way they are. So in order to pull yourself out of that, tarot is saying you need to spend some time on yourself and to really get involved and really dive into making your life brighter, more colorful, more accepting, more happy, more easygoing. You need to practice the things that you're looking for to become those things that you're looking for. Someone that's very loving, someone that's very accepting, very welcoming. All the good things that make somebody a good person. That's what we're looking at here, Lulu. It begins with you, and you start by being kind to yourself, being a little indulgent to yourself, being your own best friend, treating yourself with kindness, with love and compassion. That, after a while, becomes a theme of who you are and what you're about. And you know what? If you pour that back into society, there will be others that'll want to be the same way. And they'll say, I'd rather be like her than be the way I am right now. I'm going to try to be like her. I'm going to try to do what she's doing. It even tells you, brighten up your living area and then very lovingly invite some friends over. Do some baking, make some crumpets, do some baking, have it like an afternoon tea, or just stuff to feed people when they come in. Make them very comfortable at home and very relaxed. You're very welcome, Lulu, and I appreciate it very much. Thank you so much, Lulu. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful card. You may want to go back and listen to it once again or twice again, because the streams always stay up and available. They're widely open and available a few minutes after I click end stream. And then YouTube has to take a few minutes to prepare it so that it's viewable again as many times as you'd like. But you begin with you. You start practicing what you're preaching to yourself. I want to be this way. Then you need to be this way. After a while, all the cold and that's all going to go off like a bad memory. Things will get better. We can't expect anything to get better with the people in our life if we treat them like crap. If we're heartless and we're cold and unfeeling towards them, they're not going to welcome us, are they? So we have to put ourselves in a desirable situation where our friends and our family and people we know find us desirable to be around. They enjoy being around. People that are with you, once you get yourself into that beautiful, that space, they're going to relax. They're not going to sit there and be cold and indifferent and dismissing in your home. They're going to warm right up. And you're really, you know what, Lily, you're doing everybody a favor. So good for you. Kudos for you. That's what I say. I think Adele was the last one. I don't think I heard anybody ping in after her. Nope, Adele was the last one. So we're wide open. So we'll just sit here and I'm just going to put this old cigarette out and want to light up a new one. A little drinking my tea. So I'm glad we're getting some rain again a little bit. It's coming in spurts, but at least it's good. I had nothing in my garden. And today I've got a bunch of those peat moss little cups that you put full, you know, your dirt in, your soil, and put your seed in. You can wait for them to sprout, or you can put them right in the ground and they decompose and they become a part of, you know, and I've got, I don't know how many out on my deck table out there. And oh my God, we had a little bit of rain last night. I went out this morning and looked, and there's probably about 4 of them, and they've got all new baby sprouts just from the rain. They need the rain. Yeah, we got good water. It's well water, but it's not rain. Nature needs the rain. It makes a huge difference. I went down, I looked at my sage garden, I call it now, and there was 4 or 5 little sages all coming up. So slowly but surely. How you been, Catherine Cross? Haven't seen you in a long, long time. I hope all has been well with you. I don't know where my cigarette. There they are, right in front of me. Yes, I put about, I think, 24 plants in that garden, and there's not going to be enough for 24 to grow full. As they start to get big, I'll remove them and transplant them into something else in another spot. But if I have my way, I'm going to have a year's supply of sage. I will, I swear to you. So my next big excitement will be to see when my spinach finally starts to come up. Oh, I'm going to be excited when I see that. Be very excited. Well, if we're going to have a slow night tonight, we're going to be out of here early. That's what's going to happen. I will be beginning tomorrow at some point. I'm going to be getting the July readings. I got behind by a couple days. I'm sorry about that. But I'll try to get them all done 1 to 2 days, 6 and 6, or only once I managed to pull off all 12 in one day. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I'm kind of looking forward to July's readings as well. This is my birthday month, the month of July. So everybody's too darn quiet in here tonight. Y'all be leaving the responsibility of entertainment and conversation on me, but it takes more than one person to have a conversation. How you doing, Cora? I think everybody's lagging, to tell you the truth. That's good to hear, Cora. That's good to hear. Are you better than what you were yesterday or last night? Nobody needs to know what we're talking about. God, we're what? We're not even 9 o'clock. How long have I been on here? I start to look at everything with a critical eye. 1 hour and 20 minutes? Good Lord Almighty, Aphrodite. Wow. Okay, as soon as I hear your donation go through, I'll take great care of you, Courtney, okay? So I'm just waiting for it to go through. There it is. Let me go into and see. Go one more time. I'm going to refresh. Perfect timing, Courtney. You're perfect timing, my dear. Okay. Okay, Courtney, you put your question right where you're sitting, right here, right now, right up front and center. You mean breathe, Cora, not breath. Yes, feel like I can breath. Everybody forgets the E on the end of breathe. You're not alone there, Cora, but something drives me crazy when I see it. So go ahead, Courtney. Go ahead and give me your question right here. You know that little bit of rain that we got just a few minutes still dripping off the house? It's cooled things off a bit. That is really nice. I like that an awful lot. I like. It's okay, Cora. You're not the only one. So many people do that. The other one that I notice and drives me crazy, when people want to use the word hour, O-U-R, hour, because it sounds like our, well, that's our term, not our. And they spell it that way, A-R-E, and it means O-U-R, and they spell it A-R-E. And I just go crazy when I see those mistakes. It's like, oh my God. And please, if there's any newbies in here, don't message me. If you come on to Facebook, please, you're welcome to join our group on Facebook under Bay of Fundy Fortunes. It's closed and it's private. Anything goes on in there, it stays put. It stays in there. But I'm getting a couple weird messages and stuff. Where do I begin? Okay. I don't do any live personal readings. They're pre-recorded. Everything's explained beneath the title here. Look in that paragraph or in the description area, read through. Some people come in from YouTube and they come into Facebook and they message and put a friend request in for me while ignoring the group. That's not what it's about. You're to be part of the group. The other thing is I'm not going to let you call me because you're not going to have my private phone number. Nobody gets my private phone number. I separate my personal life from my esoteric life. This is my esoteric life, okay? And this is my personal life. Nobody interferes with that. Nobody kicks my door in. Nobody comes here for private readings in my home. I don't do private readings over the phone. You're not going to call me because you're not going to get my number, and I am definitely not going to call you. It's not going to happen. So the other thing earlier, again today, somebody assumed that if they sent about $25, that was going to get them a big Celtic Cross reading. I hope this is enough money, blah, blah, blah. They didn't ask for anything. They didn't read beneath in the description box. You email me at natalietapley@live.ca asking, I'd like to have a personal reading. Could I get the information? I send you out an information sheet, and everything is on that. The people are assuming that I'm just going to, yeah, I talk to 40,000 people over the phone every day. No, it's not going to happen. Don't mean to be rude. I'm just being really honest, straightforward, and direct. I don't do personal phone calls. I don't do one-on-one live readings. I don't do any of those things. So that's the way that goes. Okay, here's Courtney's question. My boyfriend and I are looking into a home. and we are currently expecting. Was wondering if this home will end up working out. Things have been quite emotionally difficult lately with worrying about the baby. Oh my. I'll say this to you. And someone said this to me on the weekend. It was Sunday. And one person was a guy. He goes, yeah, she's talking about she's wanting a baby. And I told her, you think we're hard up and poor now? Bring a baby into the mix. What do you think that's going to be like? And the response to that person was, you know what? Back in the day, anybody that ever said, well, wait till we can afford it, ended up having no children ever. And the old way of doing things, if you wanted children, you had children, and you dealt with the fallout, you dealt with the problems, you got through it, one way or another. So, the minute you get pregnant, there's a worry that settles over you about your baby, and your baby can be 52, and they're still going to be your baby, and you know what? If you're kicking and alive, you're still going to worry about that baby, all right? There's the thing. When we see our children in any kind of angst or stress or trouble, we always feel like that's our baby, and we see them as a baby. So therefore, there's always worry and concern and this sort of a thing. So, okay, so your question basically, Courtney, is, where am I? The cards got messed up again. This happens once in a while. I'll leave them and deal with it. Looking for a home, to buy your own home. Is it going to work out? So you're worried about that, and you're worried about the baby, but you're wondering, are you going to get your own home? And will it work out? There's the question. I don't know how that happened. The cards, they write it themselves. Courtney and her significant other are expecting a baby, but they're looking for their own home at the same time. Is this going to come to be for them? Is this going to come to pass for Courtney and her mate? Are they going to find their own home? All right. I'm going to cut right here, Courtney. Doesn't work that way, Z. Doesn't work that way. You don't just pop in and ask a question. Doesn't work that way. Look at the title. Look at the title of what the stream's about, and then you'll clue in, I'm sure. So the card that I pulled for you here was self-reflection. Don't know why. Not yet, anyway. But it is the card of judgment. So, I bet you do, Courtney, and that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. All right. So, Major Arcana, which always gives a bit more kick behind the card and the meaning when that happens. Beautiful card, just the same. There could be other things and messages within this card for you that Spirit is using. That's why Spirit's picked this card. So you listen up to everything, all right? It's time to revisit the past, to take stock before you move on. You may muse on happy memories or discover that there's maybe some unfinished business. So you may find yourself being in touch with somebody from the past or even revisiting an old situation to find answers. At this time, you'll also be judging yourself on your past actions. Did you do the right thing? And another meaning of the card is spiritual connection. In linking with those in spirit, guides, angels, and loved ones, you are not walking alone. I can tell you that much. You are not walking alone. Your loved ones walk with you. They're very much present in the spirit world that surround you and walk with you. The advice of this card, if you feel you need to give a person a second chance or return to an old situation, Now is the time for you to decide if you're reassessing the past in other ways. Don't be too hard on yourself. The keywords are contemplation, self-judgment, review, second chances, guilt, spirituality, memories, however that applies to you. Bear with me a moment. I'm going to pull Lilith and ask her a direct question about your new home and your new house. I want to make sure my fan's not going to influence her too. Just bear with me while I test her to see. Can you work with the fan, Lilith? Will the answers be accurate, Lilith? Am I 102 years old, Lilith? No. Ha! She's working. Here we go. Okay, Spirit, please bring forth the direction, the answers that were needed here. We're still within the one card parameters of Courtney's question. The question is between her and her mate. They're expecting a brand new baby, which is absolutely fantastic. They're looking for a brand new home to buy so that they can give their child the best life they can possibly do. Are Courtney and her mate going to make out okay finding a home to buy? Is this going to work in their favor, Lilith? How long before they find the home that they're looking for? Could we get a time frame? So I'm just throwing in an extra question or two on your behalf, Courtney. Will they find the home that they're looking for to raise their daughter in within 6 months? Could this happen within 6 months? It can. Could it happen earlier than 6 months? No. So 6 months' time, they're going to find the house they're looking for. And they're going to be happy with this decision, this choice, this purchase. How do things look for Courtney, her mate, and the baby once the baby comes along? Is everything looking really good, really homey, family, giving Courtney that inner peace and that inner love and appreciation and contentment for the life that she's living? This is beautiful. Thank you so much, Lilith. Thank you, Spirit. You may rest, you may stop, and you may rest. There you go, my dear. 6 months' time. 6 months' time, Courtney. Okay. And your daughter's arriving at the same time in 6 months? No way. Wow. Congratulations. You're going to have a new home to take her home to. Lilith and Spirit are saying it's all going to work out for you. You're going to be very, very happy. Just the way a new mom should be. Just the way starting life in a brand new home that's new to you should be. Everything's going to play out almost textbook. So it's beautiful. That's really, really beautiful. Congratulations. Very much so. I haven't heard any more dingles, I don't think. Courtney was the last one. We're wide open. The queue is empty. You're welcome, Courtney. Be happy. Be happy. Wow, that's going to be a big life turnover. Your new baby and a new home all at the same time. That's something else. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. No. No. Only the last one. When I finally did it for her, that one did. But the one before that she was going on about, no, it never happened. Okay. Okay. All right, John. No, she went on and on about that first one, and I did this, I did, and I did, and I did. She said something about July 2nd. None of that happened. Then she tried again, and that one went through, and I did her reading on that one. So there's been nothing else. Just that weird one that I showed you from earlier. The queue is empty. It's wide open. I'm not going to sit here for the next hour or two and just stare at the screen. Gosh, what time is it? 9:05, still daylight. It's wonderful. I'm so glad we got a little bit of rain too. I actually went down and watered the garden at about 5 o'clock. I gave them a bit of water. I said, now you bring some more rain. That's what it needs. I like to be happy for people. When I see things coming together and somebody asks a question, you just see everything sliding together. And it's all making sense, and it's such a wonderful thing. It really, really is. It's a wonderful thing. Hello, Misty Rose. Good evening here in Canada. Oh my gosh, Jennifer. Oh my goodness, I would just be miserable. I know how I felt today with the humidity. If it was 71 and say 30% humidity, I can handle that. 70 to 75, 75 is my top temperature. I get sick after that. So today, I'm surprised it got done as much as I got done doing laundry and all that other stuff and everything. I was just shocked that I even got through it, but I had to move real slow. Like I told you, everything was glued to me, sticking to me. Oh my God, kind of thing. So, and they're calling for thunder showers as well. So, let's see. See what the temperatures. Temperatures dropped somewhat because I can tell. Humidity's gone down a wee bit, I think. But I'm not up moving around either, so. Oh, everything's dropped. Oh my gosh. This is in Fahrenheit terms. In Canada, we use Celsius, but for those who still use the imperial method, it's 61 degrees, and the humidity's dropped to 76%. Winds are out of the east at 6 miles per hour. And for everybody else using the metric system, we'll go back to that. It's down to 16, which is very warm and comfortable. Humidity again is at 76%. So I knew it had cooled off. The winds out of the east at 10 clicks. For tomorrow, for Canada Day tomorrow, we're looking at a chance of showers and drizzle, thunder and lightning. Of course we are. Thursday, chance of showers, 60%. Friday, sunny, 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 sunny. And Saturday, sunny with a few cloudy periods. Sunday and Monday, the same. So rain between tonight, tomorrow, and Thursday. Maybe, maybe not kind of a situation. Take it as you go. I knew the temperature had dropped a bit. I can tell because, look, I've got no sheen on me. I feel very dry all over. I feel very clean, very rested, and very fresh. That's what I feel like, very fresh. You're lucky, yeah, that it's not humid, Jennifer. That's true. If it was humid, you'd go up probably to like 95 out there. It would get really hot, really, really, really fast. Really, really hot. Unbearable. So, We won't hang around too much longer either, Jennifer, okay? So, okay, Cora. Oh, Cora Lee. That's nice, but geez. You do enough for me. Good evening, Lachey. How you doing? We were a little busy. Now we're getting a little slow. Cora's, I'm going to read a card for Cora as soon as it comes through here. You see, where are we? That's right, it doesn't go through there. Anyways, it'll come through. I trust you, Cora. What's your question? What's your question, Cora? You're bagging things. Oh my. You can feel free. I'm not going to wait for it because you're good. You're good for your payment, your donation. I don't worry about you. So what's your question, Cora? Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Don't anybody else, any newbies, get any ideas? Oh, can I do a Cora day? Can I like get my reading and I'll pay you later? I'll pay you tomorrow. I'll donate. No. No, Cora. I'm trying to figure it out. 2008? Since 2008. That's how long I've known Cora. We were both weather observers for the Weather Network. That's how we met. Yes, very big hugs to you, Lachey. So, all right, let's see what's going on for you, Cora. A general on the relationship between Cora and Morris, if we could have that spirit. So, not even showing up in my email yet. I've got nothing there. Isn't that funny? It's the speed of the net, eh? Mine must be really slow tonight. Nope, nothing there. I'm going to do a refresh on the email. Maybe it needs a little boost. There. It still hasn't come in. Still hasn't come in. It will, though, Cora. Eventually it will. Okay, we want to see, let's take a little peek into the relationship between Morris and Cora. Anything you could bring forward, Spirit, will be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Spirit. And sometimes that happens. I don't have a single e-transfer on my page. They're all PayPal, and you don't use PayPal because you don't need to. So, slow on your end? Okay, yeah. Yep, I have auto deposit turned on now. I don't have to put people through. This is your password. This is a security word. I don't have to do that anymore. So, what's going on? Give us a little peek into Morris and Cora, please. And how things are working for them and how things are going to be for them. If we may dare look that far ahead. Okie dokie. I am going to take and cut the deck right here, Cora. And let's see what we got, Cora. Ambition. King of Swords. Ambition. So, you sure can, Lachey. No problem. No problem at all. We're not busy. So, Cora's, well, she's the last paying one anyway. So, Jennifer's too in a witchy mood. Doesn't want one done. She's in a witchy mood. Don't mess with her today. Okay. The King of Swords, Cora. Get back there. This man is clever, and he's often a strong leader in a professional career. He's a great strategist. He has charm. He has ambition. But he can exert pressure too when he wants to, because sometimes he's impatient to succeed. He can be relied upon to offer calm, logical judgment. I could so see Morris being this guy. Another meaning is that maybe legal issues could take your attention just now, but if this king comes up and you're relating to it and resonating with it, you're being advised to take a logical approach, all right? A logical approach. This is now time for more mental agility than emotional. The advice, look to the facts before you make a decision, okay? Fairness and balance, incisiveness, decisions and strength and justice and support. Just give me a minute, Cora, here. There's the dingle. I bet you that's you, Cora, just came in. Yep, it did too. It took that long. It took a few minutes, didn't it? But no, that's it. It says it's from you, so it's all good, you know. The King of Swords. I can so see him. He seems to have that no-nonsense way about him, and he's a really hard worker, you might say, as well. So, bear with me though a minute. Just give me a minute here. I can see him offering calm and logical judgment, because that sounds like Morris. He's got his feet on the ground. Let me pull Lilith. I want to ask something here. Okay, I just want to make sure she's going to work. All right, Lilith, with the fan going, you're going to be able to work for me. I'm going to test you. Am I 182 years old? No, of course not. May I ask a question for Cora? Yes. It's about her and Morris. Are they going to be able to finally settle in completely and utterly into their new life with each other? Is this going to come to pass? Will they be sharing and living under the same roof before long? They will be moving in together. Is there going to be wedding bells for Coralie and Morris down the road? So everything's going to come together in the bigger picture. Yeah, I'm hearing that for Cora. Look at the bigger picture, Cora. Look at the bigger picture, Cora. Focus on the bigger picture. When in doubt, focus on the bigger picture. Thank you so much, Lilith. So there you go, Cora. There you go, Cora. Yes, you can tell he's a logical type. He's a nerd. Remember, we established a couple years ago, he's a nerdy type. And nerdy types are usually very calm, very together, very logical about a lot of things. Things that you may be emotional about, he's logical about, and that can be a frustration. But it shows you're going to end up together. You're going to end up married. There's going to be wedding bells. Don't let him throw the damn wedding. Don't let him plan it. You'll end up at a Justice of the Peace paying $50 and walking out the door, and there's your wedding. I know you don't want that. You want this to count for something. So, yeah. So that's that. Oh, there's somebody else that has a question they need answered. Let's see where we're at here. Okay. Oh, Lachey. Lachey? Am I seeing things? Oh my God, that's so generous. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Lachey. That's beautiful. I'm so broke. How'd you know? You're coming into the first of the month, right? All the bills are due, you know. So, oh, thank you so much, Lashley. I appreciate that. It's beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's very sweet. I'll probably go on my power bill. Without power, I can't have internet. I have to pay my power. Gave them, was it today? Was it this morning? Yeah, it was this morning. I gave them $300, and I still owe about $4. So, what are you gonna do, eh? At least I'm trying to keep things paid up so I don't lose my services, you know. But thank you so much. What was your question, Lashay? What was your question? You must have a question. Thank you for being here and all you guys do, you and Jennifer, for sure. Well, thank you, Misty Rose. That's nice to know. It's nice to know people have been around for a while. I'm grateful. My birthday's on the 10th of July, but I'm starting to get used to the old, well, once the month starts, that's it. Once the new, you know, the new sign starts up for the new birthday month, and most people, I've never done it before, most people say, you know, if it's like July 22nd, well, that's, you know, or June 22nd, that's when I'll start right up to the end of it till the next sign, you know, Leo. So they celebrate their birthdays the whole month. I've never done that before. So you just want a general card, Lashay? All right, my dear. Should have had this fan out here a long time. Make it just, I'm all cleaned up and I feel fresh. I don't feel like I'm sitting here sweating anymore, and this is just fantastic. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna have to turn my outside light on here in a minute. Getting dark now. We're not quite at the blue hour, but we're almost there. What's going on for Lashay? Could you please bring forth that Lashay, anything she may need to know about, anything that she needs some direction in, some leadership in, anything that you can bring answers to, maybe questions that she may have, but mostly that she's in the loop and she knows the important things that are coming down here. So please bring this forward for Lashay Spirit. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to take and I am going to cut the deck right here. Again. Oh my God, I just pulled this before you came in, Lashay. I don't think you were here. But I pulled it for a woman named Courtney. Oh my God, and the same card. 78 cards. Like, I can't switch it. I can't do that. It's not a bad card at all. What's that mean, Jens? 364 unbirthdays. I don't know what that quite means. But it's the card of self-reflection. It's not a bad card. If anything, it's about a lot of self-awareness. It shows you going over things, and I just heard leaving no stone unturned so that you can manage to do things in the proper way. Okay? So, when this card shows up in your reading, Lashay, it's time to revisit the past so that you can take stock before you move on. You may end up musing on happy memories or discover that there's unfinished business. So you may find yourself being in touch with someone from the past or even revisiting an old situation to find answers. At this time, you'll also be judging yourself on your past actions. You'll be asking yourself, did I do the right thing? And another meaning of the card is spiritual connection, Lashay. Linking with those in spirit, guides, angels, and loved ones. The advice of the card for you, Lashay, if you feel you need to give a person a second chance or even return to an old situation, now is the time for you to decide. If you're reassessing the past in other ways, don't be too hard on yourself. Always say that. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's something that, a decision that you made or something you followed through with. Um, don't be so hard on yourself because you always do the right things that you feel is the right thing at the right time. You may find out 15 years down the road, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Don't do that to yourself. Things were what they were. You just need to accept it. And that doesn't matter right now. What matters right now is your future, all right, and what you do today. That's what matters. Um, your keywords are contemplation, self-judgment, review, second chances, a little bit of guilt, but there's spirituality and incredibly beautiful, happy memories as well. And what you do with that, I don't know. So there you go. Oh, that's interesting, Jennifer. One moment, guys. I gotta get a cold drink. That tea's gone kind of, because that little pad didn't keep it where it should have been. Maybe because it's the cup that I'm using. That's Gina's cup she sent to me a few years ago. So, let me get something cold to drink. If I can get up. Oh, good. My hip's not going to kick in and give me a hard time. I'll just be a moment, everybody. I'll just be one moment. I'll be right back. Are you okay, baby? You should have got up on the chair and talked to everybody. Okay, turn that outside light on. Let's see what's coming and what's going. All right, there we go. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting, Lachey. And with your mom too, being where she's at and going through with all of that. Oh my, you're gonna have a lot of memories, and it'll all be good. It wasn't a bad card for you at all. Ah, cold. And I chose to have tea and all the heat because I hadn't had a tea all day, and I thought this tea's gonna be excellent because I haven't had one. So I got to drink almost all of it, but it didn't keep it warm the way it should have that time. I remember it get a different cup. Yeah, you got a lot of stuff and a lot of changes going on, at least internally, right? Dealing with your mom and everything that goes with that, a lot of internal feelings and memories going on right there alone, for sure. Oh my goodness, did you really? Oh my God. How old is she? I'm glad you remind me about the full moon on Saturday too, though. That'll be interesting. 71 years young. It's not that old. By today's standards, people are living, so much longer. 71 is probably more like 60, you know. So, maybe. Thanks, Jennifer. I see that. Dum, dum, dum. Do you have brothers or sisters, Lachey? Are you an only child? Because it seems like you're the one doing all the caregiving with your mom. I think I can actually see a little better looking at the screen right now without them. Do you think so? Well, if she's had a long, hard life and it's been a struggle, you know, I don't want to end my days like that, though, in a nursing home. I want to end my days right here where I'm at. And I keep asking the universe, please have the grace to keep me here. You take me out and carry me out on a stretcher. Do you know what I mean? So, and since my husband died, I figure, it's like my cat, my last cat. I'm never going to own another cat. Stewie just died. And I'm not going to ever own another cat. I love them. And my arms and my heart are aching for one, a kitten, and raising it and but the thing is that cat could easily outlive me and then have to go through the upturn, the upheaval, the disruption through their life to be passed on to somebody else. No, I'm not going to put an animal through that. Bear, he's my last dog. So if I get my wish granted, I want to live till I'm 82. So if I get my wish granted, then I'll easily outlive him and I won't have to leave him and abandon him. So he would not take that well at all. He's very much attached to me and nobody else. And I just love him right to freaking, I just want to bite him. I love him so much, Oh my goodness, is that right? Oh my goodness. Tell them boys to get off their butts and get involved. For heaven's sakes. My friend's going through that right now. While you were in the group, you're part of the group. You see my friend Brenda, she's going through that right now. Like they buried Judy. We were just kids when they buried, early 20s, 21, 22, and about there, the same age. And then there was, Brenda was the baby. And then the older brother was older than the girls were. He lives in another, way across Canada, way out in Western Canada. And with all the quarantines and lockdowns, he can't drive down. He can't cross any borders within Canada. He can't go from one province to another. He can't take a plane. He can't be here. So it's all on her to do everything. So it's a waste of breath. I know, Lachey. This shit goes on in families all the freaking time. It really, really does. It goes on all the time. But you're reminding me of my friend Brenda. But she would literally, and she corrected me, I thought she was in there 5 years. I guess it was 15 years she's been in the nursing home, the mother. And Brenda has a full-time job. She would get up, leave her house at 8 a.m. or a little earlier to be at the nursing home at 8 a.m. when they unlocked the doors, to go in to make sure her mother was properly washed and dressed for the day, not left in an old nightgown, and that she was having her breakfast or had her breakfast. And if she didn't, then Brenda would hand feed her and say, okay, Mom, I'll be back in a few hours. But a few hours was until 4 in the afternoon. And Brenda would drive straight from work right back to the nursing home. How you doing, Mom? Has supper come yet? I'll help you with your supper. Here, I brought you a Timmy's ice cap, you know, her favorite cool drink, right? And whatever she could do for her. And then she'd say, okay, I'm going to go home, have some supper, Mom. Probably have a shower. I'll be back to tuck you in. And she did this every day. She'd be back there at 12 hours, 8 o'clock in the evening, going through the door to tuck her mother in for the night, you know, and did this day in and day out. She had a daughter at home. She had pets at home, full-time job, so much responsibility, you know. So there's always one. One is very unstable, the other is oblivious. Oh my God, poor you, Lachey. Smart as a whip, yet dumb as a doorknob. Mary Jane, what's up, girlfriend? Nice that you're back. Yeah, there you go, Lachey. Oh my God, you're just like my friend Brenda. Yeah, I feel so moved because there's really nothing I can do either. There's nothing I can do to help her, you know. But she's a real caregiver. Even took her grandson in for a while, and they're very, very close. And he's a Sheldon. He's a genius, seriously. I say, hey, going into grocery stores with him. He adds the groceries up in like 3 seconds in his head, and that makes me want to take a gun and blow my stupid head off. He's a kid. He's a little kid. How is he so smart? He's just amazing. He's a beautiful child. I love him. He came into my house first time he came in. And he was about 9, 8 or 9. He came in, he walked through the door, and he went, Roman numerals. I'm going, what? Brenda says you got a lot of clocks in here, and they're mostly Roman numerals, and he was fascinated by Roman numerals. I'm going, oh my God. And he starts talking about the birth of, I'm like, no, stop. Oh my God. You know. Yeah. I'm just sitting here. There's nobody in the queue right now, Mary Jane. Nobody waiting. We got all caught up. We're a little busy at first, but we got caught up. Yeah. That's what they say, Lachey. That's what they say. I wish I could say that about myself and my mother, but that's not the way it is. But I envy those that have a mom. I really do. I wish I had what a lot of people have. So, but I've never seen, I mean, and I said to Brenda, we'd be walking through the nursing home. It's like 2, 3 floors, 4 floors. And of course, if we brought little Bear in to see Brenda's mother, we had to hit every room on every floor. Everybody knew little Bear was there. Nurse's station, we go by and they go, there's little Bear. Hi, Bear. And one would come running out to pet him and give him a kiss in the head, and away we go. And a lot of the patients, you had to, they held them. They held Bear. And I remember one in particular, it happened more than once, but one in particular, she said, okay, Lorraine, you've got to give me Bear back. We're leaving now. And she wouldn't let, she kept pulling back and pulling back and pulling back. So Brenda looks at me and goes, I can't believe this. So Brenda had to take and literally peel finger by finger off poor little Bear to get him back. And I feel bad that we're not going, because of the lockdown, we would have had another, I don't know how many visits there. Because we're getting, so there was once or twice a month, we'd take little Bear in and make the rounds with him. All the patients knew who little Bear was, and they all loved him. And it's like he knew. Isn't it funny about animals? He knew they were very gentle people. He didn't get wild, he didn't get rough, he didn't try to nibble their fingers, or everything was a kiss and a cuddle. Everything with all the people was a kiss and a cuddle. So animals are funny that way. They just know more than we do. But when the lockdowns went on, and of course the nursing homes, one of the first things to shut down and quarantine. And Brenda couldn't get in to see her mother. I've not asked her, were you with your mom when she passed on, or did they keep you away? I don't want to ask her that in case they kept her away. It's going to break her all over again, and I don't want to do that to her. I'll find out down the road, so. You've got 3 children and 2 jobs. Oh, you're like her. Oh, sure, Mary Jane. We'll wait for you, my dear. No problem. Oh, Lashay, you got all my any respect in my being right now, despite the humidity and the heat. You've got it all. I send it to you. Oh my goodness. I would just tell her, I'd say, we'd be in walking the halls and I'd look and I'd say, every time we come here, these certain ones, you could point the ones out, never had company. They never had patient, they never had anybody visiting them. They never seen family. Maybe once or twice a year, that'd be it. That would be it. That's the norm. People in nursing homes, they only see their family once or twice a year. If they're lucky, a little more. But that's the norm. Some don't see their family ever again. That's a norm. People accept it. Not for Brenda. Brenda would not. Her mother was a very dignified woman. She was the pillar of our community growing up. She did everything she could think of for food, for clothing, for whatever was needed. The children that lived in part of the poorest part of the city, a mixed neighborhood, a checkerboard neighborhood, and she didn't give a damn if you were Spanish. There was a few of them in the neighborhood. If you were black, if you were French, if you were just white, she didn't care. If you needed something, she seen to it. Ended up opening a huge community center. She was the head director for it. She did a lot for a lot of people. Families that had 8 and 9 children. One woman, widowed, with all those kids, and Mrs. Lee, Brenda's mother, would be, boom, right down there in their house with a big grocery order, with treats, with whatever. She found a way. She found a way to help. And as Brenda said to me, I said, your mother doesn't even look like your mother anymore, the way I remember her. She goes, Natalie, if Mom was completely here consciously all the time, she is once in a while, if she could see herself where she's at now, she would be mortified. Mortified. That's why I'm here several times a day, to help her keep her dignity. I won't let her lose her dignity. And she wouldn't. She just wouldn't do it, So, yes, you're lucky. They wouldn't let Brenda in at all. Yeah, just women they carried themselves. Mrs. Lee always had this way about her. She loved all people. She loved our community, and I think she really liked the fact that we were a mixed community. I say checkerboard, yeah, I mean black and white, but we were more than that. We were more than that. I was French. Other friends were Spanish. There was just so many different. There was a lot of mulatto, a lot of that. Most of the kids. There was, I think, one family I knew of, and they were pure African American, as you want to call it, whatever they call it these days. But there was no white in their blood, put it that way. So, and her husband died, and she raised her son, and what a sweet son he was. What a sweet, sweet son he was. Welcome back, Mary Jane. And her name was Mrs. Smith, and she's still alive and kicking, and we still call her Mrs. Smith. Is she still healthy? And all these wonderful things about her. Her son is fantastic. So we do these community neighborhood reunion every now and again. There's about 500 of us all. We all know each other. We're all talking back to when we were little growing up and things that happened. It was wonderful. But the moms were really, people like Mrs. Lee and Mrs. Smith, very highly regarded. And people today are talking about Mrs. Lee, and they remember her. They remember the goodness and the love and compassion that they were given. And they said they'll never forget her. She made their life more normal and more balanced. They always knew they had somebody to run to and could get whatever it was that they were lacking or what they needed. How many people can leave a legacy like that, like your mom, yourself? You remind me of Brenda and her mother, you and your mother. Remind me. You're so much, your lives are like mirrored. You're paralleling each other in a way. So Mrs. Lee dying was the end of an era. You know, absolutely an end of an era. There was another woman that was from my old community, my old neighborhood as well. And that was Smith, the Smith family. We all lived in the same neighborhood. We were all close neighbors. I never once seen a Mr. Smith. I think he had died when the children were young, and she had 5 children, and she raised them all by herself. And get this, don't take offense anybody to this, but get this. This was back in the day. She was a widowed black woman. She's not going to treat it that way from me and the people that were close to me. She was just another, Mrs. Smith, and always, we never called anybody's parents by their first name. And she was 94. She just passed away. Hard for the children. Real hard for the children. Oh my goodness. We went to one of the reunions, and it was the first one. And we had karaoke going, the whole 9 yards. And I could hear this person rapping over the sound system, and the beat going in the background. And I looked at somebody and I said, "Oh my God, who the hell is that? Are they ever good?" I don't care for rap, but I notice talent when I see talent. I recognize it, and I went, "Whoever that is, they're amazing." They went, "Natalie, come here." Took me by the arm. "Come on." "Why? Where are we going?" And I had no. It's gonna make me cry because you never lose your love for the kids that you grew up with. He was one of Mrs. Smith's sons, and he was the one rapping, and I just about passed out. And then the person at my arm brought me to the front of the crowd, stood me in the front, and went, "You remember him now?" I'm like, "Oh my God." And when he saw me, when he was done singing, I went over and I tugged on his shirt. He turned around and looked at me. He's a big black boy, you know what I mean? It's like 6 something. He looked down at me, and he went, I said, "It's me, Natalie." He screamed. The whole place, he went, "Ah!" A big, long scream. He said, "Natalie, oh my God." And he hugged me and he cried. And we were both crying just like I'm doing right now. And then we laughed about it. But I don't know. There was a few families like that took care of their mom the way you're taking care of yours. Brenda's one of them. But Brenda's mother was high profile, you know what I mean? So that kind of made her stand apart from the rest of the moms. So, very good stuff. Sorry, guys. Hi, Jane. Did I hear a dingo? You'd get me telling stories and talking like that. Oh, my God. I kept thinking, did I hear another dingo go through? I think I did. I better check. Sorry about that. I get emotional, start telling stories, and it's the heat. I'm a burnout today. Too much heat today. Margaret Connolly. Oh, come on. Oh my God, you guys just blow me away. This must be one hell of a question. Universe says I need to ask how we are doing as a couple. Ah, good question, Mary Jane. A very good question. Let's get that shuffle up for you. I'm sorry I'm age weight, dear. I'm very, very sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Oh, geez. They were good times though, but like I say, you grow up, and he was like a little kid the last time I saw him, and now he's a full-grown man, and he's tall and gorgeous and can rap. Put Eminem to shame. Do you know what I'm saying? So, oh my God, he was so good. I didn't even believe it was real. I thought it was a record. That's what I thought. Well, when did we switch back to that? Because we were doing karaoke, so what's, I don't know. That woman, Mrs. Smith, she's going to be missed so much. So much. Okay, Mary Jane. Isn't that funny? I get feelings from the universe too, Mary Jane, all the time. It's like, go and check this out. Go look at something. Go do something. Things wait, and then days, it just, spirit feels like it's here every second of every nanosecond of every minute of every day. and it weighs on me. And every now and again, I'll say this. Who did I say it to? The I was Jennifer. I was saying it to somebody, and I said, I have to do readings tonight, whether I want to or not. Spirit's been weighing heavy on me all day. That's my sign. I've got to start reaching out, helping, doing what we can do to make myself available so that Spirit's wanting to use me, is what it is. And I take it as a high compliment from the universe. Spirit's saying, I want you and I want you to do this today. All right. And some people get a great help from it. By the time, if we help one person, it's worth it all. That is for sure. Okay. I'm glad you're doing that, Mary Jane. Your pendulum, yes. It is. You're right. You're right, Courtney. You're right. You're right. Yes. Was it you, Jennifer, said that too? Yeah, it was a few days ago. And I said to her, whether I feel like it or not, I have to. Because it was so strong all day. Like, oh my God, what's going on? You know. Okay. So. Okay, here we go. This is for our Mary Jane. Okay, so I read your question. And you're being nudged real strong to find out how your relationship is. I'll go back and read your original question in just a second. Spirit knows Mary Jane very well. Very, very well. One moment. I'm just going to look at it one more time. Mary Jane is saying, the universe says, I need to ask how we are doing as a couple. And that is Mary Jane's question. Mary Jane says the universe wants her to ask, how are we doing as a couple? Thanks again to the person that ordered these cards from me. I enjoy every shuffle with them. I know they're slippery. They piss me off. They go flying everywhere. And I'm just in a panic. I'm on my hands and knees getting them. And oh my God, because of the dog. You know, he half ate the last deck. When he was just a baby. Oh my God. Boy, you ate that. What was that? It was a bad card. You ate the 5 of hearts. Good. Here, finish it. Bad card. You know, and some sword cards in there that weren't so hot. You know, a couple face cards. Good. I didn't like them anyway. You can have them. Chew them all up. Tear them up. Go ahead. So. Is that what I said? Is that what I said, Jennifer? Jennifer has a copy of every thought that I ever have. And there's what I said that night. Yeah. I'll be doing readings tonight, whether I want to or not. I have to. And that was the truth. The spirit was just I'm going to say it right up my damn ass. My bum hurt. I am not kidding you. I felt it everywhere. It's almost like the area that I was in, my house was being decompressed of air. And I could feel myself going, oh my God. And I'm like, okay. All right. As soon as I said that out loud, all right, okay. I'm going to do readings tonight. It all lifted. So what the hell was that all about? The aches, the pains, the pressure I was feeling, all just lifted. So, you know, and I've come in here a couple times and said I shouldn't be doing readings tonight. I'm too emotional. I'm too upset, you know. But the little voice in my head said, yeah, but you know what happens every time you start to do your readings? If you get yourself to the part that you're actually going to begin the readings, everything goes away. For me, it's all the things that were causing me pain all day are suddenly, I'm not thinking about them, I'm not feeling them. It's a beautiful spot to be in. Your one-on-one with the universe is a beautiful place to be. I feel so lucky. Oh God, you'd think I was like pregnant or what do I call it, menopause or PMSing or something. I'm very emotional all of a sudden. But never mind. Okay. Mary Jane would like to know, please Spirit come through for Mary Jane and lead us in the right direction of the truth. How are we doing as a couple was her question. How are we doing as a couple was her question. You do know how I think, and it's almost goddamn right. Uncomfortable. You're too in tune with me. You're too in tune with me. Yep. And sometimes Jennifer will message me and ask me something about myself in the moment. What's going on, or what's this or what's that with you? And I'll look and I'll go, I'm going to be blunt. I'm reading the message, looking at her name and going, what the fuck? And then I type, how the hell did you know that? She know. I said, you're scary. You're a goddamn witch is what you are. You're a flippin' witch. It's scary. So what's going on for Mary Jane, please, and thank you. How are things for her with the relationship that she's in as a couple? How is her couple's life going for her? Let's see, we're going to do it again. I just don't want to see the same card coming up again, which is Judgment. It's come up twice, so pardon me. All right, here we go, Mary Jane. Here we go. I'm cutting the deck. I'm picking up the card. Mary Jane, light up a doobie, sister. You're going to want to celebrate. Look what you got. Look what you got. Look what you got. Look what you got. Look what you got, Mary Jane. Courtney, that's beautiful. It's cute, but it's beautiful. You thought it was an odd thing to ask. Look at this. You've got nothing to worry about. I know. There's the reaction. Now I know that you've seen it. Oh my God, Mary Jane. I look at nothing pleases me more when we're sitting here doing readings, and when I turn a card like this over for somebody, I'm very happy inside to see this. I love these moments. We get these gorgeous positive cards. You couldn't ask for anything better. It is the cream of the crop kind of a card. This is amazing. This card is intense as far as your emotions go. Very, very intense. This card can also drive things to be... Oh, my lights aren't on. Hold on. There we go. I should have lit my candle too. Oh, well. What was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. I got a little distracted there. Yes, the Ace of Cups. All right. Intense emotional feelings are moved, they're pushed, they're grown and created. This card's telling you this. You could experience uncontrollable crying. You could be so overwhelmed, you'll be moved to cry, and you're trying to bite it back, you're trying to swallow it back, and your throat's aching, that kind of thing. And you get an actual relief to just allow the crying to come forward, to allow the tears to come. These are not bad tears. These are tears where you have been emotionally and spiritually moved. You've been moved, and you know it. You've been upgraded almost. You'll be feeling almost privileged, being privy to such an experience of feeling yourself be that moved that you cannot control yourself. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing. This is beautiful. I'm froze. No. Nothing moving, eh? Let me go back in and see what's going on with Lightstream. Why would it be frozen? It must be YouTube again. Everything looks fine in Lightstream. Oh, I got a recover webpage thing. Hold on, guys. There, I just refreshed everything. Everybody be back in a minute. God, I opened right up to that too. Okay. There we go. We should be coming back. There. There we go. Okay, Mary Jane, can you hear me still? Can you hear me still, Mary Jane? Oh my God. I got water condensation on my glass. Mary Jane, can you hear me? Okay, I'm gonna send. Good. Thank you. Thank you. So we're looking here. Where are my glasses? I took them off. Just a moment. What an awesome card. Like, it teared me right up getting this card for you. Still sniffling. This ace is going to be bringing you your heart's desire as you find fulfillment through an artistic pursuit or a new relationship. You may create a baby, quote unquote, that is your project. This could be a new business, a book, planting a garden, decorating your home even. This card, sometimes along with the Queen of the Ocean, sometimes reveals pregnancy or motherhood, but probably not for you, not meant for you. The Ace, while being a positive card, can also bring emotions that can be very overwhelming. Open your eyes, open your heart, and trust. You need not be overwhelmed by emotion. You just remain open to what is coming to you. Don't close anything off or down. Your keywords: beginnings, passion, pregnant now, creativity, fulfillment, overflow of emotions, and intensity. You know, it's kind of like, it's the love card, but it's also kind of like the 9 of wands, I would say. There's a lot of intensity there. 9s make everything over the top. This is a huge deal. But I'm going to ask Lilith anyway, just for the fun of it. Hold on. I want to ask her straight out, are you and your mate okay? Let's find out what she's going to say. All right, hold on. I'm going to bring the camera down. There we go. All right. So still within the parameters of Mary Jane's one-card reading, and her question was, the universe nudging her, she needed to ask, how are we as a couple? Was her question. That's a quote. How are we as a couple? Quote unquote. Are Mary Jane and the person she's involved with as a couple, are they okay? Are they okay? Are they in an okay place? Hold on a minute. I gotta have to turn that fan away. Just a minute. I think it's affecting her. Okay. Okay, Lilith. Thank you, Spirit. Is Mary Jane and her partner, their relationship, is it okay? Are they in an okay place, acceptable place, in a good place? There she goes. Wonderful. Is the relationship long-term? Is it a good relationship? She's saying yes, and it's all right now. Yes. So they've got a long future ahead of them, and she's saying yes to that as well. So everything's going in Mary Jane's favor right now. Is this correct? Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh my God, Mary Jane. I'm looking at Lilith here, and I'm seeing something in the crystal, and I'm seeing something darkened here, but there were two white wings flapping on either side. That's never happened before, but it was very clear, without question. Angel wings. I meant to pass that on to you. So there you go. There you go. What a great reading. That was a great card for you. Before I turn the fan back on, I'm just gonna feel it getting real hot in here all of a sudden. Yep, that was it. Let me check here and see where the heck we're at for time again. Okay, 2:36. Okay, this is last call. Jennifer wants to put that out there. It's the last call. I'm gonna have one cigarette, and then I'm gonna get off the stream. So I can turn my fan back on. Ow. Why is it frozen again? What on earth is going on? Yeah, it's there it goes. Okay. You want a general now? You're up to it? I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now. Oh, well, there you go, Mary Jane. If that was a reminder, that's wonderful. That's really, really good. That's great. All right, Jennifer. Yeah, we're almost at the 3-hour mark. I'm not going to hang around any longer. I've been watching reruns on DVD of the Osbournes. You get listening to them for too much, you end up sounding, thinking, talking just like them. They're crazy, though. I couldn't live in that house, all that screaming and yelling all the time. Oh my God. They're all really loud people. This is a general card. We're pulling for the generator here, Spirit. This is for Jennifer. What does Jennifer need to be made aware of? What does she need to know? What's coming at her? What's going to work in her favor? What direction does she need? Does she have questions that you can give an answer to? Whatever Jennifer needs, please bring it towards Jennifer now, because this is a general reading for Jennifer. Oh, you're very welcome, Mary Jane. My goodness. Yeah, when you came in at first, we just started. So we're coming up to 3 hours now. And that's plenty. That's our cutoff is 3 hours. I think one night, I can't remember what happened. But I remember looking up the clock, it was like 3:45. It was all coming up on 4 hours. I was like, oh my God, get me out of here. And 3 hours is a long time to be reading for anybody, but I do get something out of it. It centers me, grounds me, you know. And if I get to bring some really enlightening good news to make people happy, that makes me happy. It really, really, truly does. You know, and everybody's treated the same here. Regardless of the size of the donations, they go from very small to very large, so, you know, and I thank you guys for the big donations tonight for sure. But every dollar counts, and it's helping me to pay my bills right now, so. I hate that. Don't like that, you know? You work hard. Well, that's the story of life. You want to pay your bills, you got to work. And this isn't, I call it work because I don't know what else to call it. I got to go to work. I got to work. I got to do live streams. I have to work tonight. And I don't think of it as work. I just don't know what else to call it, you know? Because it doesn't feel like work when I'm here. Although when I shut this camera off, I'm telling you, you'd think I was drunk, staggering, sidewinding, going down the hall, you know? So it was fairly steady. Jennifer, if anything for you, I hope I pull one of those good cards that you've been having the last couple days in a row. That's what I want. I think that would be cool. Therefore, I'm going to cut it right here. Not looking. Cut them right here. Let's see what we got. Thank you, thank you. I feel like I'm the highly favored one, and I'm the one being blessed by the universe here. Jennifer, what are you hearing me say all the time when I come to reading for you? What do you say? What do I say? And I say, just once, I want to get a nice major arcana for you, Jennifer. They're always, you know, oh boy, Jennifer, I'm excited. I'm smiling. What a way to end these readings. Look at this. And you deserve this. You deserve it so much. What an incredible card to get. This is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh my. Gorgeous card. It's always new beginnings with the aces, and you know that. You already know what this card means, but I'll work with it anyway. Finally got a card like this for you. I'm real happy. I couldn't be happier. In my favorite suit, on top of that, for heaven's sakes. This is great. It's wonderful. Fantastic time on the clock. Still not that bad. It's not that late. Oh my God. This is a card about prosperity, is what it's all about here. The first thing off this card, Jennifer, is money is coming. You are going to receive a reward or gift, or you're going to see an opportunity to be able to generate more money and more income through new work or through personal projects. And in relationships, this ace shows stability between you and Tom. And another meaning of the card, and this is not the first time this has come up for you, but it says you might be moving to a new home, or, I go with the or, you'll be using this money very wisely to invest in a property, which could be the home you're in now. Overall, the Ace of Pentacles reveals a very happy, a very stable, and a very successful time for you. The advice, maximize your good fortune. Make the most of it while you can. All right? Make your money work for you. You deserve this. It's time to make a wise financial decision as well. Keywords are beginnings and finances. New job. That could be for Tom. Success. There's going to be property, that you're doing something with your property, but there's security in there as well, and that's a beautiful word. And on top of all that, pops of color everywhere, because creativity within you is being highlighted as well. This is an incredible card for you, Jennifer. Take a picture of that. Record that, you little sneakies. We can go back and talk about it 6 months from now. There. So, I guess that's it. Well, I think we're done for the night. It's been a good night. It's gone by so fast. I can't believe we've been here almost 3 hours. For me, for some reason tonight, it's gone by super fast. Super fast. So. Oh, and tomorrow at some point, I've got to start the readings for July. Happy birthday month to all the Cancers out there as well. We'll be beginning the readings in the birthday month, which is Cancer. So Cancer doesn't have long to wait to hear their monthly reading for July, which is going to be a good thing. So, good stuff coming, Jen. There's good stuff coming. You just don't block it. Don't get in your own way and block it. Leave yourself wide open to it, Jennifer. The possibilities and the magic of the universe. So, you're a good person. You're both good people. There's your reward, and it's coming. In some fashion, in some form, some way, you know. Beautiful stuff. Finally pulled a nice card for you. Happy with that. Very happy with that. I want to see you get the wish card one of these times. That would be nice. Then you get more control over the situation by calling in the wishes, right? So, I washed this whole table off today, and it's just back to a flippin' mess again. My goodness. I'm going to end this stream with sage burn here. If I can get it to burn. There we go. I just could use another hit of it. Here we go. She's going now. Beautiful. There, that'll burn for a little bit. So yeah, I've got to try to do that. I hope I'm up to it. And I hope I actually make it here to begin those. So say Cancer will be the first one up. So I reiterate, say ditto to everything that Jennifer's saying here too. Yes, please join us on Facebook. Closed and private, as I said earlier. And if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do. And when you do, click the little notification bell. And that way you ensure that you get notified whenever I go live, right? So I just get a sense of peace over me, Jennifer, since pulling your card. I really do. I have a sense, there's just a sense of peace. I can let something go now. Oh, my goodness sakes. You guys were all really great tonight, too. Everybody was really, really great tonight. Interesting reads. Good reads, though. You know, I think they were pretty good anyway. I do. So it is 10 to the hour. I guess we'll all say good night. I'll be back at some point tomorrow, I hope. I'm going to do my best. That is important. Tomorrow's the 1st of July, so we don't want to miss any time there at all. You know. Worry, you think? I'll have a little more peace of mind tomorrow. You know, good night, Lachey. It was lovely chatting with you as always. You're pretty cool, chickie. I'm going to grab a bite to eat, and I'm going to have maybe another little cup of tea like that. I'll take a couple ibuprofen with it. And I'll sleep like a log tonight. I'm sure I will. The temperature's dropped. So, and there's a kind of a bit of a breeze, not a big one, but just very slight. So it'll be a better night for sleeping than last night. I've got wind chimes that I had in the house, and they're on the they're under the umbrella on the deck table there. So there's a breeze. I'm just not feeling it here, but yeah, they're dingling, jingling all over the place. These were good readings tonight. I enjoyed being here. I'm going to say goodnight for now and get a bite to eat and watch some more Osbourne, see Ozzy, Sharon, Kelly, Jack. They've always got a crowd of people in their house. I don't think I could live like that. Do you know what I mean? So, anyways, everybody, thank you so much for being here and being a part of this. It's been a great evening. Yes. A peaceful, easy feeling, as the Eagles sang, right? Thank you so much, everybody. Live your life the best that you can. Remember, you're living beneath the microscope of the universe, and the universe knows all about you, inside and out. So everything you do, make sure it comes from good intentions as well. Show compassion and love. Then the light will follow for sure. And it will be you standing in the light. That's what it's all about. That's life. Please keep the peace so you can share your love and your light out with the rest of the world. Thank you all for being here. And I'm going to do that corny old diggy thing and say, Namaste. Goodbye, everybody. Much love to you all. And we'll hope to see most of you back tomorrow for the live monthlies for July. Good night, everybody. And thank you, Jennifer. Bye-bye, guys.